Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part 8 of orientation. So, we just finished up the mental health section. I'm going to skip over the partnership option because I know that not everyone will be doing partnerships, and I'm going to continue orientation at the orientation section over here, and then I'm going to do the partnership explanation videos separately. So, we're going to skip over that for now and come down here to module 3, orientation. So the first one here is an optional orientation week tarot spread. Now these are optional, but I am going to do this one for you and show you how it's done. Okay. So we're going to do, there's one for before and there's one for after. So we're going to do the one for before. So card 1 is the invitation. What part of me answered the call to begin this journey, and what is it seeking to remember? Three of Pentacles. Community, collaboration, shared interest in understanding one concept, being able to share the knowledge that I've not had a place to share it to for a very long time. So that makes all the sense. What is it seeking to remember? Safety in community. Safety without proof. Because proof can never happen before. Proof happens through witnessing something. So to get to it, you need trust. So I guess I would say, what is it seeking to remember? How impactful the trust in what I built, how far that trust can carry me in terms of community. Okay, card 2, the resistance. What fear, doubt, or uncertainty still lingers as I prepare to step forward? I'm going to do 2 cards. Yeah, that abandonment wound, absolutely. Facing that, I did say in the last video that I wanted to see where I was at with that wound. I'm also scared to see where I'm at with that wound. I would be lying if I said that my own course that I designed doesn't intimidate me a little bit, because I know what I designed it to do. And I know that I've gone through that journey, but because I've gone through that journey and now I'm intentionally putting myself through it with this course, it's a deeper layer of it. It's like turning the corkscrew. So I know that I'm going to see that abandonment wound from a much different perspective. I know that I can handle that, but if there's any resistance, it's definitely doing that in a vulnerable way. Doing that while I'm teaching you how to do the same. So that would be the resistance, absolutely. The compass. What inner truth or strength will guide me through the unfamiliar? I love how tarot just calls you out. What inner truth or strength will guide me through the unfamiliar? You know, the blueprint concept, it started when a lot of people weren't really understanding where I was coming from with my spiritual awakening. And I wasn't either, to be honest with you. You'll find more in time as you watch this go that this entire blueprint concept I got all at once. Just like a whew. And it came with the message that I was supposed to teach it and I was supposed to share it. And so I just started doing that. Instantly. I was like, oh, okay, sure, let me do that. And that was the message, but not in that moment. It was a long time coming, okay, about 10 years. And I had a lot of work to do to be able to teach it. I was not supposed to just start teaching it when I got it. So I'm teaching the same thing that I was trying to teach back then, but from so much of a deeper understanding. And that is the true strength that will guide me through the unfamiliar. Was I knew back then what the blueprint was. Now I can prove it. Now I can explain it fully. Now I've been living it. I've been living it for a decade. And living it helped me uncover more of it. And now I can teach you to do the same. So that would be the inner truth or strength. And that went from I'll prove people wrong to it's not about that anymore. And it was for a long time. It absolutely was. Because people made me feel like I was a liar for trying to explain this concept to them. Because people were like, no, you weren't, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're doing it for this or doing it for that. And I really had a problem with that for a long time. So I had to go into this and figure out what voices were playing in my mind. Because if I am going to teach this, it can't be the voice of I'll prove them wrong. It has to be the voice of I have something that's valuable and I just want to share that. So that would be that. The mirror at the door. What reflection will I be asked to face first as I begin walking this path? Okay. Yeah. What reflection will I be asked to face first as I begin walking this path? Definitely my fear of being seen. It's come a very long way. If you notice in my very early YouTube videos, I had like a smoky filter on, like on the whole screen, and it was very dimmed down. I was always wearing very baggy clothing. I was trying to hide in plain sight. I realized that I needed to come to social media and I needed to do true crime and I needed to kind of show that there was a foundation for the blueprint so I could teach it. I couldn't just teach it without proving that it existed first. And then I was basing something off of it first. But you can definitely tell looking back at my old videos until now that it's been a battle with allowing myself to be seen. And that really stems from the first time I tried to show this, it wasn't safe. And I didn't realize that because it was people that I trusted, people that were close to me that turned on me because they didn't see what I was seeing and they didn't like that I was the one explaining it. And so my fear of being seen in a safe space really all ties into that. When I said full vulnerability with this course, I meant it. Okay. So what reflection will I be asked to face as I begin walking this path? It's out now. It's like the birth of a baby that's been in my womb for 10 years. Because I didn't feel like it was safe to birth it until the community that I built and especially the friendships that I built made me feel like it was safe. So here's my baby. Okay. The first light. What message does my higher self want me to carry into orientation week? The truth that will help me stay anchored and open. I hope my higher self feels like being nice. 8 of Wands and reverse King of Wands. Sometimes action means slowing down. Sometimes slowing down is the action needed. Sometimes presence comes from stillness. Sometimes doing means doing less of something so that there's just space. And I think that that is really, besides being seen and forcing myself to slow down and be present, because in order to teach you to do that by example, I have to do it. So I think that those two things are what's going to be battling it out. Okay, optional reflection prompt. Write one line that begins with, I am answering this call because. Let it come from instinct, not intellect. Because a long time ago, I promised myself that I would see it through till the end. Victory. Oh, it's already getting me. See you for the next part.